They're not warning you enough about what's really happening out there. AI isn't just coming for jobs, it's already here.
Donald Gigolo Trump is a president who is always achieving firsts. First president to invent his own language. First president to use the Constitution to soak up the contents of his diaper. And the first president whose neck has a clitoris. And in another epic first, he's now the first US president to gleefully hand over American jobs of everyday people to soulless lines of code owned by megalomaniac billionaires. That's right, Donald Trump is selling us all out to AI, and Republicans are outraged. Sit back and relax as I break down another classic case of MAGA farting around and finding out. Now, if you like getting your news in the form of irreverent long-form videos, speak to a psychiatrist. But more importantly, subscribe so you can check out more of our content. Alright, settle in, you magnificent lot, before your boss replaces you with a toaster that can file TPS reports. I'm British Chris, and I've traded in my flat cap for a baseball cap, just in time to see our silicon overlords tap us on the shoulder and say, "Right, cheers then, been a good run, innit?" It's the age of AI, where your carefully owned skills are suddenly less valuable than the perfectly optimized cat video algorithm. Get ready with me to reminisce about the good old days when your job title didn't contain the word facilitator and a robot wasn't judging your coffee making abilities. And I've got to say, it's kind of a relief that AI can't replace the very useful and highly skilled job of talking shit about politics on the internet. Or can it? Wait, am I an AI? Has everything I've ever said been generated by an LLM? No, see, I'm a human, so rather than instantly coming up with something that is sort of okay, I take 2 hours to come up with a few lines that are just about good. And yes, I consume more water and energy than AI during this time, but hey, you can't put a price on quality. Now, AI is obviously a contentious topic. Many people claim it's just a tool, like many other tools we use on a daily basis. And yes, maybe in a world where AI wasn't trained on stolen art or the tears of unborn kittens and didn't consume 1 unit of DDD, that's daily domestic Dasanis, per query, it would be a little bit more neutral. But we live in the bad place, where AI is largely owned by mustachio-twirling villains who live in volcanoes with fake plastic sliding roofs. Now, these are, of course, Trump's favorite people, so naturally he's been going out of his way to help them with their boring and incredibly dorky plans for world domination. And MAGA voters aren't happy about it. And if you're wondering why they aren't happy about it, or why anyone should be worried about AI stuff, check out this video.
They're not warning you enough about what's really happening out there. AI isn't just coming for jobs, it's already here, and most people don't even see it. The World Economic Forum predicts that 83 million jobs will vanish in the next 2 years. And that number is likely conservative.
How can that number be conservative? It's just a number. It's not like it hates immigrants or anything.
White-collar careers, law, accounting, finance, marketing, they are being automated faster than factory lines everywhere.
Thank God he didn't say idiots talking shit on YouTube.
Okay, think about this. Decades of education wiped out by an algorithm trained for pennies on the dollar. Companies don't need loyalty anymore. They don't need your years of experience. They need efficiency, and AI delivers it without asking for weekends off, healthcare, or even a paycheck. Every day you keep your head down, hoping that you'll be safe, you're actually falling further behind. Because when the wave hits your role, it won't be gradual, it'll be instant. One morning, you'll walk in and find out that you have been replaced by code.
Wow, that was a little bit bleak, but the man's got a point. We're already seeing countless industries collapse under the weight of AI. Look at Hollywood. There are AI bots now that can take a movie and produce like 3 or 4 pretty passable trailers just by clicking a button. That is terrifying. Now let's look at what Donald Trump's been doing around AI and see why there's so much backlash to it. Donald Trump faces new MAGA discontent over AI proposal. President Donald Trump's call for a federal standard on artificial intelligence regulation, seeking to prevent states from imposing their own restrictions on AI, has drawn backlash from some Make America Great Again, or idiots, supporters, as well as Democrats. Why it matters. Big tech firms have supported Trump's presidency with contributions to his campaign. What did we used to call that? His inaugural fund and events at his properties. The president is reportedly weighing an executive order on the matter, with Reuters reporting that it would direct US Attorney General Pam Bondi to establish a task force on challenging state measures, as well as directing the Federal Trade Commission to issue policy statements on the matter. Yes, because nothing says party of small government like the president telling states that they can't regulate AI. What to know? On Tuesday, Granddad Trump wrote on Truth Social, "Investment in AI is helping to make the US economy the hottest in the world, but overregulation by the states is threatening to undermine the growth engine," arguing that some states are embedding DEI ideology into AI models that in turn produce woke AI. Does anyone else get the feeling they're genuinely losing brain cells when they read some of the shit that Republicans come out with? Woke AI. Let's not forget, woke AI is what they call AI. Is what they call AI that spits out facts. Like Elon Musk famously keeps taking his AI, Grok, out back and with a shovel and battering it over the head until it's like, Republicans are great. See, what's fascinating about this particular brand of fart around find out is it's not just voters who are mad about this, like actual Republican politicians are speaking out against it. If you can believe it, because I certainly fucking can't, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said the plan is federal government overreach. And that's a man who thinks ordering universities not to teach facts and logic at university isn't government overreach. The White House's push on AI comes completely coincidentally as Trump hosted several top tech leaders this week, including Elon Musk, CEO Jensen Huang, and OpenAI President Greg Brockman, amongst others. A real who's who of decaying fecal matter. Once again, Magic the Gathering Green, a Georgia Republican, said there should not be a moratorium on states' rights for AI. States must retain the right to regulate and make laws on AI and anything else for the benefit of their state. Federalism must be preserved. I mean, it is amazing that Republicans so quickly went from being the party of yeehaw, states' rights, to being like, well, Trump says states' rights suck, so shrug. Speaking of mindless drones that produce subpar language, join me as I take a deep dive into the fetid gator swamp that is modern-day Twitter. We have got some premio fafo content here, people. Here's a great example here. So is Trump still signing that AI executive order tomorrow? No debate, no listening to public discussion, just authoritarian AI with no oversight signed into law, and there's nothing we can do about it? That's exactly what I voted for. The winning doesn't stop. And if you look at this genius, in their profile it says, I'm more MAGA than you, whatever the fuck that means. America only, fuck everyone else. Sounds like a lovely human being. We didn't leave Trump, Trump left us. Yeah, or maybe you were lied to. It's another great example. Please tell us you will file a lawsuit against the federal government if Trump signs an executive order interfering with state AI law. From Mary Beth in Florida. I don't know why she's got a Georgia accent. Look at her profile. Principled, conservative, vicious. Hey, at least these people are self-aware. Virtuous, puritanical, pro-life, zealot. And then some terrifying hashtags. This person says, question for A.G. Uffmeyer. So, you're going to stand up against Trump's executive order taking away our right as a state to determine what we think is right with AI data centers? Or nah? Anyone besides me curious about this? Thinking emoji, something they actually don't do IRL. And again, one of those profiles where you're like, it looks fairly normal. I wonder if they're conservative. Oh, wait. Oh, God, family, country, suspicious. Bing, bing, bing. DeSantis 2024. I wonder who they voted for. Host of prayer space for the DeSantis family. Good Lord, running away from this profile immediately. Z Media official says, Trump's proposed executive order to override state AI laws would destroy communities and ignore the will of hardworking families who have zero interest in these data centers sucking up their resources. Watch the video below. It's like, have these people not been paying attention? Trump destroying communities? Since when? And this smooth-brained, smooth-headed individual says, POTUS is now officially America worst. These people, I mean, they're sending their best. I can't believe I voted for this property thief. Again, have you not been paying attention? Property thief, he's talking about AI. Let's be clear, I'm pretty sure he's talking about AI, but Trump has been stealing shit since before he was born. Before he was born, he was stealing oxygen from other people. This is like Kilo versus New London, but by executive order. I hope AI steals every episode of The Apprentice for free. Man, really 48 with that one. It's unreal how much Trump hates all American copyright owners who are now officially doomed. I mean, I think one of the founding tenets of a good FAFO, F-A-F-O, is that Republicans, once again, are people that only care about shit when it happens to them. They'll shrug on TV as cities burn, people are rounded up, the economy tanks, but suddenly they're like, not my copyright. So yeah, while it is refreshing to see Republican voters and senators turn on Trump for the obvious crimes of being a fucking idiot, it doesn't make up for the fact that they voted for this greased up orange shit stain. Remember, people, you can't spell dystopia without AI. Dystopia. I'm British Chris, and I've been really American.